Welcome to Winchester News Online. I'm Jessica Staley, and here are today's headlines.
That is how she said it. Am I right?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I got something for radio and my tech story last week that's been rising, and then we went into Trinity and we spoke to them, and we got a case study
of somebody, two ladies,
yeah, who have been homeless but have been helped by Trinity. So we were going to sort of, the start of the VT is going to be like the problem and how it's rising, and then
some steps.
Yeah.
In terms of those two ladies, are they okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like we told them about WINOL, and that's going to be on the website and YouTube.
Okay.
What's your case study?
So it's on scoliosis. So Zoe, she went through surgery to like fix her spine.
Oh, is this the one you were working on the other week? That's
Yeah.
finally came
Couple
through?
weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just we've only just been able to get.
Yeah, because it is
Did you
the
get
doctor.
the surgeon?
Yes, we
Yes.
did.
So if I take them all, it's a lot easier for me. So
There's two ways.
Okay. So that's the national. All right.
and is that going to be one day?
Why didn't you tell me to phone you any time today?
Hello, my name is Julie Lee and this is Winchester News Online. Prince Harry is set to marry actress Meghan Markle in spring next year. Clarence House revealed the Prince of Wales and Miss Markle became engaged in London earlier this month.
I know you think it was a little bit better. To me, it was a lot better because you were having a conversation with me, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, yeah, I was really pleased with that. Let's do another one this afternoon, all right? When students first arrived here, because I worked in the industry for 30 years and I worked amongst professionals, so I walk in here and people are so green, they're so raw. I did think, if you want the honest truth, I did think at the end of my first day, oh my God. But over the course of 2 years, maybe 3 years, the standard soars. People actually get it, do you know what I mean? Because they're young people and they get it quicker than old people do anyway. So by the end of, at the end of the first year, they get what being a broadcaster is. By the end of the second year, they're being pretty good at being a broadcaster. By the end of the third year, they are broadcasters.
It's something that affects 1 in 2,000 people and has the potential to devastate lives.
There's a lot to it, and then
It's a deformity which requires surgery.
Zoe is one of the people, blah blah blah, something like who's had scoliosis, which is curvature of the spine. This is something that affects the 1 in whatever the figure is.
That's good. I'm very, very impressed. I mean, she's excellent. I mean, isn't she?
Yeah.
my morning today is getting everyone to send me their links and their headline clips and everything, so that I can put it on a script so that the studio team all know what's going on. I'm quite nervous because I've never done it before, but at the same time I think it'll be quite fun to sort of be in the spotlight, be telling the news, coming for Jon Snow's job. You don't think about what you have to do beforehand, and then it's the stress of you want everything in soon so that you can start practicing, but you're not in control of it because it's everyone else that has to do it. And just trying to know what all the packages are so you've got an understanding when you're presenting.
Ask him to talk, please, Michael. Can you ask him to talk? Just say anything. So, alright, while Mike is sorting that out, can we try a run through of the sport clips, just so we figure that out? Can we turn up? Where is it peaking? 2? Where is it, Renee?
Yeah, 2.
Mikey, first of all, we can see his wire, and second of all, his. Can he talk again, please?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Where is it?
Testing
3.
1, 2.
Yeah, Johnny, can you recite? We're just checking the levels over here.
Thanks, Jess. Well, you joined me here at one of the University of Winchester's many sports fields.
Okay, cool. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Winchester News Online. Sleeping rough this Christmas isn't something anyone would wish for, but it's the reality for an increasing number of people in Winchester. Joseph Lyons went to speak to those suffering and a charity that's trying to help.
For many, the festive period is a time of warmth, family and a full stomach. However, there are members of our community that dread Christmas. Some associate it with long, cold nights on the streets of Winchester.
Trinity basically is my life. If I didn't come to Trinity, I'd be back into doing what I used to do. And yeah, I used to be on heroin and crack and spice really big.
Although homelessness is on the rise, Trinity and other charities in the area provide some respite for the harsh realities of sleeping rough this winter. Joseph Lyons, Winchester News Online.
For Zoe Wilcox, achieving her own particular goal, which was to become an actress, meant overcoming some incredible difficulties. Our reporter Jennifer Correa-Marchbank has been to see her.
It's something that affects 1 in 2,000 people and has the potential to devastate lives.
If I still had my scoliosis, I wouldn't be able to do like 3 hours workshop. I just kind of feel like I wouldn't have the confidence to go out and perform.
The treatment for scoliosis has developed vastly, but there's still much room for improvement. The future hopes is that research will allow for early intervention and growth control, meaning that there is no need for such radical surgeries, meaning that people like Zoe get help earlier on in life. This is Jennifer Correa-Marchbank, Winchester News Online.
Here's Johnny Leck with the sport.
Thanks, Jess. Well, you join me here at one of many of the University of Winchester's sports fields, where sometimes an unusual and unique sport takes place. But more on that in a little while.
A couple of things really struck me overall. One, actually, was trust. It was quite evident to me that in several of the pieces tonight, the reporters had gained the trust of the people that they were interviewing, which is an absolutely crucial thing to do as a TV reporter. And as a result, you got some very, very good clips indeed.
I think today went really well, actually. Really, really well. I mean, things are getting so much better. Excuse me. You know, at the beginning of the semester, everything, as you would expect, was pretty raw and rough. But people have picked up so well. I mean, I'm delighted at the way things are coming on in overall terms of the programme we had tonight. I thought was, although there were lots of things in there, tons of things that could be better and will be better in the future, in overall terms, I was very, very pleased. I think this is, I genuinely think this, as a working journalist myself, and I'm working, broadcaster of some years' experience, I can honestly say I think this course is a very, very good preparation for going out into the business itself.
It went surprisingly well. I think in the heat of the moment you forget about the whole bigger picture. It's like, oh, I need this VT now, I need this VT now, and you start to panic, when in reality we had quite a good final week of a bulletin. I've described WINOL as the most stressful amount of fun you'll ever have. Like, you'll be sat there, someone is thinking, why am I doing this? Why don't I just drop out? Why did I do a different course? But then you'll put out a really good kind of story, or you'll be like in a position of responsibility, and it goes out, it's like, you've done this, and it's quite good. I think the best thing about WINOL is we have guest editors come in, people who've been in our position. A lot of them have been former students, and they're like, hey, I know everything's bad in the world, but look, your course can lead to this and this and this and this, and it's quite reassuring.
Winchester journalism helped me because it gave me the perfect training base to learn my craft as a journalist through fantastic lecturers, state-of-the-art equipment that many universities don't get. You get to work in a live newsroom all the time, being a reporter, an editor, cutting packages, filming out on location. You get the chance to do what journalists do every day. You're not just sat in a classroom writing down notes, taking lectures. You're actually out there being a journalist and learning what it takes to be what I'm doing now.